Fritz, stage is yours.
Yeah, hello. My name is Fritz Lange. I'm co-founder and CEO of 3D Spark, where we develop the Google Maps for manufacturing. And I will shortly explain you what we mean by that. I was always a technology lover, especially manufacturing technologies. I always loved this image how a milling head is cutting through a solid block of metal as if it was butter. But at some point, you realize to produce a very complex part, it simply mills away like up to 95% of the material. And this simply can't be the best way to manufacture this component. Another thing is one of our customers, they wanted to order 60,000 of those plastic housings. And so a buyer from the team asked a supplier, and they came up with an offer. And in the end, it was produced pretty lean. But a few years later, they needed some spare parts for this specific part. So they called the supplier again. And the supplier was like, yeah, you know, we didn't manufacture it by ourselves. We outsourced it to one of our suppliers. OK, no problem. So they called this supplier. And guess what? It happened again. It happened 6 times. And every one of them was adding their own margin on the part. So this is definitely not the best way to manufacture it. And in the end, they realized, OK, we could have 3D printed it in-house for 1/10 of the price. So they simply wasted a lot of money. And then there are those suppliers, so manufacturing service providers. They get a lot of requests for quotations every day, which is exactly what they want, because this is how they earn the money. But for each of those requests, a sales rep has to go into the CAD files, has to measure around in them, has to go into crazy technical drawings to find out tolerances, surface requirements, and so on, just to answer the question, is this part manufacturable with the technologies, the materials that we have in-house? Quite often, they can't answer this question by themselves, because they are not technical experts, so they have to consult them. And if the answer is yes, we can manufacture it, they type in everything in a quite crazy Excel calculation, which only they can operate, to come up with an offer price. They send it to the customer, and they don't order it. So they have order rates of 1 to 20, so they simply waste 95% of their working time. And it also comes up with increased lead times, because this is a very unhandy process. So I still like manufacturing, but somehow manufacturing sucks, at least at some points. And luckily, 3D Spark is here to help out, to identify the best manufacturing technology for every part. It's software as a service solution. The input is 3D CAD files, technical drawings, and meta information, and the output are manufacturability checks for different manufacturing technologies, a technology comparison, and also an instant costing, and a CO2 footprint calculation. With this software, we have 2 main customer groups, one being OEMs. They can drastically reduce the efforts in their purchasing, and they also reduce their purchase prices, because they now understand what a part costs in manufacturing, and they have a much better standing in their negotiations with their suppliers. And Alstom, for example, tracked until today with the use of 3D Spark more than 11 million euros in cost savings and 63,000 days of lead time savings. On the other hand, we have suppliers who use 3D Spark to automate their quotation process. They have a 90% reduced quoting time, and they can also automate a part of their quotation process completely when they embed their software into our software in their websites. We are already successful in application in automotive, especially in rail and manufacturing, and we are super happy that our well-known customers talk pretty positive about our collaboration. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you very much. We would be very happy if you visit us at our booth.
Thank you so much, Fritz. Big applause for you.